What's up, guys? Welcome back to Kitchen Court Cases, where we watch court in my kitchen. And tonight I have what is not a TPO hearing, but in fact a rescheduling of one. I hope you enjoy.
All right, be seated, please. Morning. Good morning, everybody. Going to get started here on your cases. We are now on the record. Okay, so this is the Thurston County District Court Protection Order and Anti-Harassment Order calendar. That's what you've got as well. Okay, the first case I'm going to call then is Nicole Grant versus Stephen Lovinger. Yeah, please have a seat at the table. Mr. Lovinger, would you turn on your camera and microphone, please? Thank you. This is case 23-179. And I'm going to start by addressing the respondent here because Mr. Lovinger, I see according to the record of service that it was filed with this case today that you were served on Friday. Under the rules, you're allowed more notice than that. So if you're not ready or prepared and need more time, I would give it to you. If you don't feel like you care about the short notice, then we can go ahead with your hearing.
We can go ahead, I think. Can you hear me?
I can.
All right.
Do you know what you would like to do?
No.
Sorry, it wasn't coming in very clearly there. So I'm sorry, Mr. Lovinger, could you repeat what it is you'd like to do?
I can sign the pink pieces of paper. Yeah. This stuff.
Okay, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Would you explain that?
The trespass warnings. Or
okay.
Is that what it's about?
No, it's not about a trespass warning. Ms. Grant has petitioned the court for a anti-harassment order against you, and that's the kind of hearing we're here for today. This doesn't have anything to do with a trespass warning.
Okay.
Did you read the papers that were served on you?
I got one of them. Temporary protection order.
Is that the only thing you were in?
Yeah. And the Zoom link.
Explain.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Okay, so according to this return of service that the court received from an April Stowe, she served on you on Friday a reissuance of a temporary protection order. I don't see that any other documents were served by her. Okay, so let me ask you, Mr. Lovinger, did you receive a copy of the petition for an anti-harassment order that Ms. Grant filed with the court?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I don't see proof that you. So you don't really know what this is about yet, do you?
No.
Okay, so you just came to court because you got this notice served on you by April Stowe?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's not about a trespass warning issue. This is Ms. Grant asking the court to issue an anti-harassment order that would have, if it was issued, would have some severe potential legal consequences for you. you have a right to have notice of what that is and a right to be prepared and then be heard on it. And I'm a little bit concerned that you haven't gotten the proper notice and that you're not really prepared to respond to that petition.
Nope.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected when I saw this return of service. Okay, so just hold on one second here, Mr. Levenger. Ms. Grant, you wanted to say something.
He absolutely knows what this is about. He does. He was told. He trespassed on my property the first time, May 23rd. He then trespassed on my property again on June 15th when he was peering into my windows after being told to not come back to my property. I have documentation from neighbors. He was also served, his two adult brothers came and were in my neighborhood and requested to speak to me. I did exactly what I was supposed to do. I left court for the first time and drove to the Olympia Police Department. I provided the service papers be distributed by Olympia Police Department. I spoke to Angela Johnson in records. Olympia Police went to serve him at his home, and his mother, Linda Levenger, answered the door and said, "Stephen is not here. He's being held in a mental health facility in Centralia." OPD then called me on my phone and said it is my responsibility to contact Centralia PD. I then called Centralia PD immediately, and I was told by Centralia PD that the only mental health facility he could be held in was called Maple Lane, that I was responsible for calling the Thurston County Sheriff's Department to have him serve him. I immediately did that. I was told they only had one deputy, but they would attempt. The sheriff went to serve him at the facility, and he was told he was not at that facility. A few days ago, a neighbor came and knocked on my door, a neighbor who provided a statement of what she has witnessed and experienced with Stephen in our neighborhood as well, and said his two adult brothers, David Levenger and Joel Levenger, are at another neighbor's house and they would like to speak to me. I went across the street. I explained to them what Stephen has done to me on my property multiple times. I provided them with all the documentation that I received of the temporary no contact order. I explained that he had been harassing me. I explained he had court on Monday. I called they said he was not in Maple Valley, he was being held in Cascadia. I called Cascadia that day and asked if they would be willing to serve him. They said no. His adult brothers then called Cascadia and said, "We would like you to serve him this paperwork." They said no. I had then called Olympia Police and was told, and they told them that he would be returning back home and he should be served. I have been trying for over 3 weeks with 2 different police departments and a sheriff's office to have him served. My neighbor, Dale Ray, walked over with April Stowe on Friday afternoon when we were told by his adult brother, Dan Levenger, "Stephen is now home, you may go serve him." So Dale Ray walked across the street with April Stowe. April Stowe served him, and Dale Ray said, "You need to leave him or her alone. Don't go over there. This is about you repeatedly going on her property. Stay away from her." So he fully understands what today is about, and he has had ample warning from his family, from the legal system. You know, I have tried. This is my 3rd time coming to court. I have tried endlessly. So he knows what this is. He knows he has been told repeatedly not to trespass on my property. I have statements from other neighbors who have told him not to trespass on my property, who I share the property
Ms.
with.
Grant, I'm gonna kind of stop you right here.
Okay.
We're kind of getting back to where we started. Okay, much of that I have no doubt is absolutely true, but not all of that is what's important at the moment. What's important at the moment, in order for this to be fair, and when I say fair, I'm using a colloquial term for a legal term called due process. Okay, and I am responsible under the law for making sure that everybody who comes into court and has a hearing has due process.
I understand.
That's what I'm doing. Now, I know that can turn out at times to be frustrating, and at times it can make things take longer than you feel that they should. I completely understand and sympathize with that.
I've also
But-
missed.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you not to interrupt me, okay?
Okay,
Mr. Levenger has a right to know what this is about in the legal sense. In other words, to have properly served on him notice sufficiently in advance so that he can come to court and have a fair hearing. I'm concerned because the record in this case shows that he was served on Friday. That's not enough time. Today's only Monday. And second, the service that was accomplished on him was not complete. Only a portion of what he's entitled to have notice of was served on him. He's not in a position to respond to this in a way that's fair. So as a result of that, I'm going to reset this hearing, give Mr. Levenger an opportunity to be ready to respond to the petition that was filed. As far as I know, hasn't been served on him yet.
so he wasn't home to be
the
served until Friday
date-
afternoon.
The date for that next hearing is going to be on the 24th, Kayla.
Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Levenger, you're not going to get any new notice. Nobody's going to give you another, nobody's going to come up and give you a written notice for hearing or, give you a call or an email or anything about this. This is your notice today. Okay, I'm telling you, and then I'm placing in your court file a written version of what I'm telling you, which is that your hearing is going to be on the 24th. And that document, I expect you will look in the court file, you will comply with. And that means your hearing is on the 24th and the temporary order that the court previously issued for Ms. Grant is still in effect until then.
Okay.
Can you make clear to him that he's not allowed to trespass on my property?
That's part of this order. So yeah, Mr. Levenger, you absolutely have to comply with the conditions of the order because you can be arrested if you don't.
Yes.
I just want to say that the 24th will be my 4th time attending court, and my son is missing vital medical appointments in order to make these. Because he has appointments Monday at 9 a.m. This is the 4th time he's having to miss a vital medical appointment because I'm a single parent who doesn't have anybody else to take him, so I can come back to the court to deal with this yet again. So this is seriously impeding my son's health in order to do this. And it's not as though we waited till the last minute to serve him Friday. He was not home. I made so many efforts to have him served.
I don't doubt that,
It
Ms.
took
Grant.
3 police departments
I don't doubt
and a
that.
sheriff's office,
I
and
don't.
nobody would help me.
I know that this isn't easy to do.
No, it's not.
And
It's
sometimes
terrifying. I live in
sometimes it
Constitution
takes.
since May 23rd of this man.
All right, well, Ms. Grant, the hearing date's going to be on the 24th. You've got notice of it too. Everybody knows now, everybody has sufficient knowledge in advance of the hearing and what it's about. So we'll conduct that hearing and make a decision on the 24th. All right, any questions, Mr. Levenger?
Where do I find this stuff?
All right, we'll see you back here on the 24th.
Same room
Same room
at 9 a.m. Yep. Okay.
at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Ms. Smith are things I explained before to Mr. Manel. We can reset this for you, give you another opportunity to get her served, or if not, you can dismiss your petition.
I would appreciate a little more time to get her served.
Okay.
Do I need an attorney or what?
Yeah, that's entirely up to you, sir. You can hire an attorney if you'd like, or you can do this on your own if you like. That's your decision to make.
Is it advisable to do my own? I don't know.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I definitely think that guy knew about this hearing, but took advantage of the due process rules, which is his right. We will have to keep an eye out for the rest of that hearing coming up. Anyways, guys, let me know what you thought down below. If you liked this video, I will post another video from Thurston County for you to check out. Okay. I hope you have a great day. Oh, don't be a dick. Give the like a click. Bye.